Make sure that you tune in for this video because it's going to be a good one. 3 days, just me, and a bunch of storms. Let's go.
Welcome back to Sailing Sunday. If you're new here, we're Ryan and Brittany, and we've been sailing around the world on our Beneteau Oceanus 46 for the past 5 years. Bringing you guys along for the ride, exploring the places we visit.
Kitty kite flights up there, or kitty hawk, whatever, same thing.
Documenting all the shenanigans, the adventure, the beautiful destinations, and all that comes with living on a sailboat.
Don't worry about all the excess oil that's spilled everywhere. It's good for all the rust and corrosion, and also it's good for starting a fire.
So grab a drink, kick back, and enjoy this week's video.
Like and subscribe to Sailing Sunday. Is that it? What's up?
Yeah, I got a big what up?
Can't use that either. Alright, like and subscribe to Sailing Sunday.
Now, before we get into Ryan's hectic solo sail, let me give you a little recap of what led us to this point. We just finished an incredible trip from the Bahamas across America to Vancouver, British Columbia, which included jumping in a tin can plane from the Bahamas to Fort Lauderdale, followed by a 3-day road trip camping out in our rental car in a random truck stop, jumping aboard our friend's boat for the night, and crashing at our friend's place in Nashville before picking up our $1 a day RV rental to continue west to Seattle. And we've seen some incredible sights along the way. And although this trip has been absolutely amazing, it's actually served a greater purpose, which was to get myself and the dog back to Canada to prepare for the arrival of our newest crew member, while Ryan heads back to the Bahamas for 12 weeks of work, running Boy Scout USA sailing trips aboard Sunday. And now it's time for Ryan to make his way back to us in time for our little man's arrival, but unfortunately the weather is not on his side.
Farewell, farewell.
Thanks, mate.
Anytime, buddy.
Welcome back to Sailing Sunday. Okay, so welcome back to Sailing Sunday, guys. Please subscribe, please like, comment on our video. I really appreciate you guys. Now, it's just me. It's the first time it's been just me on Sunday. When Brittany's gone away, it's been me and Jackson. You know, it's always been Jackson, Brittany, and I. Like, it's never been just myself on this 46-foot sailboat. So it's just me. You might be wondering what's going on. Well, if you guys have been watching and following along on Sailing Sunday YouTube here, you'll know that Brittany's in Canada. She's currently pregnant. She's about to pop. I've been in the Bahamas and I've been teaching sailing to Boy Scouts of America for the last 3 months. I've been working every day. I'm stuffed. I just dropped off my last troop from New York this morning. They're flying back. They'll be in New York tonight, and I'll be somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on the Gulf Stream heading up the east coast of USA tonight. So anyway, this is it. About to start a 3-day passage up to Georgia from Marsh Harbor, the Abacos. We just pulled out of there, and I'm gonna do a quick stop up near a place called Turtle Key, and I'm gonna grab some lobsters for dinner. Got my mate Ashton in front of me, a couple of his buddies. They're heading to Stewart in Florida. We'll catch up to them soon, but we're gonna go quickly grab some lobster because I don't have a lot of food on board. So let's do that first, and I'll get back to you guys in a sec. You got a few fish there.
Yeah, you want one?
Nah, it's all good. You guys cut them up.
They're good.
All right, no lobsters. It's a bit of a bummer, but I took the little baby spear for lobsters. There's a few fish there. Ashton got a couple of good ones. All right, see you, mate.
All right,
Next year. Have a safe passage. Enjoy. All right, guys, we're back. Real good. The wind just picked up there, but I've just left Marsh Harbour in the Coast, Bahamas, and I'm sailing straight up the east coast of Georgia, and we're going to lift the boat for a couple of months. And I'm going to take you guys along for this solo sail, 3-day passage up to Georgia, lift the boat, fly back and see Brittany for the first time in 3 months. Super stoked. Whenever I've done a solo sail, it's actually been myself and Jackson. Again, if you guys follow us on YouTube here, you'll know that Jackson's a German Shepherd who sailed around the world with us. He's been to 25 odd countries. Started in Australia for old Jackson. So we've got an interesting passage next 3 days. We've got a whole bunch of storms rolling off the east coast of the US. So kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to avoid these storms and I don't know, enter the Gulf Stream, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. If I had it my way, I would have left yesterday. So I've got one coming up in front of me actually at the moment. And I had a beautiful sail for a few hours, but we got some lightning up ahead. This storm is coming straight towards me, and it's going to hit me in about an hour up here. I mean, it's hit me now, but like where the lightning strikes are coming down on the map is about an hour away. So I'm motor sailing. I should put the main away, but I need the speed, and I'm going to try and get ahead of this lightning. The thunder's loud. It's starting to rain now. I'm going to put these cushions away. I've outrun this storm. Super stoked. The weather's beautiful again. It's an amazing sunset. This is absolute paradise right now. You really take it for granted when you're living on the boat. I mean, it's kind of a weird feeling this, guys. This is my last big passage, 3 days solo, and I've been on the boat almost 6 years straight. So I haven't had the opportunity to be able to go home. I mean, I've gone back a couple of times, or really one real time, but this is the first time I'm gonna leave the boat for more than about a couple of weeks. So, or about a month really. I think I was on that TV show about a year or so ago, a couple of years ago. I was on a TV show back in Australia, and I was away for about 3.5 weeks from the boat, but Brittany was on it with Jackson. But this will be the first time that the boat will be left alone for a few months. Check it out. Not a bad sunset, eh? Starting to miss it already and haven't even left yet. Pitch black, I'm downstairs now. I got the motor on, sails away. I got lightning cracking all around me. It's hard to get it on camera if close ones come. It's loud, that's for sure. Alright, hold on, I'm just going to put the radio down and just put my head over and see where you're at compared to what I just did, alright?
Yeah, on the radar, which way is it moving, Heather?
It's heading directly northeast, over. Yeah, I can see you, and it's moving behind you. You don't have about 40?
I definitely have.
Yeah, no, I can see it. It's well and truly behind you. But yeah, you probably still get a bit of wind.
Yeah, we're getting it right now.
We're going about 8 knots. We're coming up to the Gulf Stream, and I feel kind of a bit torn because I got Rick and Lou behind me who are moving at about 6 knots. I'm going about 8 knots, and I'm going to lose radio contact with them soon. But I've told them the weather now, so I'm feeling a bit more comfortable to leave them. But basically, I've got to get above Cape Canaveral for this storm that's coming tonight. And once we get up to Cape Canaveral, we should be on home stretch of the storms. Be like the odd little one around, but you know, it looks like there's a massive system rolling through from Cape Canaveral all the way down across the Bahamas. So I got about, I guess, 90 nautical miles to do in about 11 hours. I do love this boat, eh? Such a great boat. It's always done right by us, so it's a good boat. I was just going 11.5 knots, so that's all over with now. So we're in a bit of a pickle. We're in a big pickle. So there's waterspouts, there's a tornado, and it's a weather advisory to seek safe harbor. The storms that we just went through are pretty massive. There's another big system coming up and it's building. What we'll probably do is go directly west, get out of this Gulf Stream, and just get a bit closer to the shore near Cape Canaveral, and then duck underneath this big system, and hope not to get hit by a waterspout. So that's big. We're gonna get the radio to rig. Guys, we did it. We outran the storms. We've done great today. Absolutely great. We've gone between the 2 storms. Check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. Beautiful sunset. Salacious Star just over there. It should be smooth sailing from here on in. Not expecting any storms tonight, and expecting a nice, calm, slow sail on the Gulf Stream. I say slow, we're currently going 8 knots. And I'm going to peel off to Georgia tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully get a good night's sleep. I don't know, let's just see what tomorrow brings. Maybe we'll get some more storms, fingers crossed. Alright, final day. It's been a beautiful sail today. Clear skies, but just as I'm entering Georgia now, there's a storm on land, and it's meant to greet me in about 2 hours, and I'm 2 hours away. Couldn't wait. So right now I'm trying to check into the United States. We use an app called CBP Roam. So basically we just check in on an app, and the first time I did it, I had to go into customs and formally check in. The next time I did it, they approved me straight away. So let's see if they approve me straight away this time. If they do, then I don't have to do anything else. I'm checked into America, which is kind of cool. I really hope that they approve me straight away because I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. hang out. Hang in there. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be like this, huh? Alright, we made it. It got a little hairy there for about half an hour, but we're all good. I've just gone past Salacious Star. They're headed to North Carolina, but they've pulled in here for the night, and I think that's a good idea because these north-westerly winds are not good. I know you can see, but Rick's just about to get engulfed back there, and I am too. It's right around me now. I'm gonna get soaked because I gotta go right there. You know what? Thank you. Hasn't finished yet. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now, eh? Sunrise. Thank you, America. Oh man. I don't know what that was. That was nuts. I had our anchor out in about, 5 meters of water between me and the chain, about 4 to 1. And anyway, the storm came through and we were dragging it hit us. We were side on. I would think that was like 70 knots, maybe more. I don't know. It definitely wasn't 50 or 60 knots. I've been in 50 and 60. I've never experienced anything like that before. We had the boat side on, waves crashing over on anchor, and lightning around. It was hectic. And anyway, I was dragging back, so I had to put the boat in acceleration, go forward, and that didn't help. I was at full throttle forward, like 3,000 revs forward, and I still couldn't fight this storm. It was pushing me into land. Anyway, when it was a bit of a lull, I ran up, brought up the anchor chain. I couldn't even bring it up. I had to go back to the boat, fly forward, and then bring it up quickly, get the snubber off, and I dropped out a big chunk of chain. Anyway, now that we're about anchored 10 to 1, we got a big anchor, load of chain, and when the second huge gust rolled through, we've held in. What was making it worse though is I kind of anchored in a little bit of a valley, and I think the anchor was sliding down that valley. We just didn't have enough chain out for this storm, so that's exactly what it was. But anyway, I'm not as shaky now. I feel better that I got more chain out, and we're holding good. Rick and Lou are still dragging back there. I can see them. They're further away again. I hope they're all right. I can't do anything to help them. I'm trying to save this boat here, and I got the dinghy up on the bow. Oh, alright. Go back inside. Alright, I spoke to Rick and Lou. They're safe. They dragged about 1,000 feet and their snubber snapped twice, and their chain, the gypsy couldn't hold the chain, so he couldn't tighten it up tight enough for the clutch to hold it, so it just kept slipping out. I feel like I'm in though now with the amount of chain I've got, but Rick said we had about, I think he said 76 knots. So yeah, that was insane. Alright, there's another car coming over, I better be quick. Alright, we're here guys, we're in the marina after what happened this morning. Just thought, look, I'll come to the marina, it's about $100, and we'll get the boat ready. I got a lot to do. Downstairs was a complete mess this morning. Basically I woke up with my window, here I'm gonna show you guys, I woke up with my window underwater. So I knew I was dragging back. So this window here was underwater. We're heeled right over the wind, just dragging. So I gotta be honest though, with Rick and Lou dragging about 1,000 feet with their chain and stuff today, I did pretty good because I was only anchored about 3 to 1, which is minimal, but I wasn't expecting any storm to come rolling through. All the storms passed and wasn't really forecasted. Anyway, it was pretty scary. I guess the situation I found myself in was that I couldn't bring the anchor up to be able to get the snubber off, to be able to drop out more chain. And I tried to loosen the snubber to drop out more chain, but the wind was that strong that it was just ripping the windlass around and ripping out more chain. And then, you know, so I couldn't just release that. Anyway, I managed to motor forward, get the snubber off, drop out more chain, and then we're hooked, and it was good. Stoked to be here now anyway. Oh, super stoked to be here. It's been a hectic last 3 days, so I'm gonna go check into the country now, clean the boat up, do my washing, and get ready to go lift out in the hard.
Hit that subscribe button, because next week after lifting the boat, I finally reunite with Brittany and Jackson, where I met with quite the surprise. Well, kind of disaster really. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.